dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Chas Gayhart. It is 6:31 on Wednesday, December 8th. Let's go over and check in with Brendan at the Weather Center.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a winter morning, Chas, but a lot of that not reaching the ground. It's up there. We just can't get it to come through. So,
I'm glad.
Yeah, exactly. Me too, kind of in a way. But, you know, after I got my designation as a certified snow lover from the city of Hazard not too long ago, I gotta, you know, I'm supporting.
Yeah, hang in there.
Repping, so we've got this. All right, let's take a look. Satellite and radar last few hours, because Doppler radar is just showing rain. So again, we're looking at the heavier bands of blue. Now we're starting to see some mix over Pikeville as temperatures try to climb just a little bit there. They're only going to go up today. And you see, well, no, I'm not sure why it's showing mix there, but regardless, it's not coming through. Pikeville and Prestonsburg both at 30, Hazard at 32, Irvin also at 30, 33 London, 32 Williamsburg, but upper 30s from Jonesville to Middlesboro and close to 40 there in Jacksboro this morning. Across the state and region, 40 in the Tri-Cities, in East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia, 28 Owensboro, 27 Cincinnati, Ashland, and 29 in Charleston, West Virginia. So you'll need a little extra coffee this morning as you get your day started, maybe a little bit more. Some of those areas are a little colder this morning. But overall, a nice day. Temperatures climb into the upper 40s later this afternoon as the sunshine makes an appearance. And it'll be chilly again tonight under mainly clear skies, but a few clouds will build in a little bit later on. Jess?
Thank you, Brandon. One family is forced to start from the ground up after losing their home to a fire just weeks before Christmas. Vanceburg Volunteer Fire Department say it took nearly 2 hours to put out the blaze on Saturday. The family of 6 was able to escape safely. However, in a matter of minutes, the family says everything they have worked for and cherished is gone.
We didn't get nothing out other than his boots and his wallet. Luckily, he grabbed that, but nothing. Just we lost everything. Kids' Christmas presents, burn up all their presents. You know, we had just put the Christmas tree up. You know, I'd wrap presents. I was going to put them under the tree. My mom was coming here soon, you know.
And to help make sure the children have gifts for Christmas, the fire department told the family they can have first dibs on whatever they want from the department's annual toy drive. The nation paused yesterday to honor the brave Americans who lost their lives 80 years ago in the attack on Pearl Harbor. More than 2,400 service members and civilians died on December 7, 1941, leading the U.S. into World War II. We hear a different perspective from a Kentucky native's memory. David Mattingly shares that story.
They've had the cockpits open. The pilots, you could see the pilots' white prayer scarves.
The descriptions could be as vivid as they were 80 years ago. Mike Craig, a division commander for the Coast Guard Auxiliary, recounts the experiences of his mother, 21-year-old newlywed Hazel Sousa Medeiros, as the war came to her Hawaiian doorstep.
They were stunned to start off with. And then once they saw the bombing start and the torpedoes starting, you know, the ships on fire and that kind of thing, they knew that the island was in trouble.
Craig's mother's story offers the less familiar look at the attack on Pearl Harbor through the eyes of a civilian. In the immediate aftermath, there was the fearful expectation that the Japanese would soon invade.
He said it was chaos after that. There was runs on food markets. They blocked off major intersections, put up barricades. There was a strict curfew invoked. There was barbed wire strung all over the place.
But through that fear, there was a heroic resolve to endure. Craig's mother's husband at the time was a civilian steelworker. He was among volunteers desperately trying to save sailors trapped in overturned ships.
She recounted that he said it was horrid. And they could hear clanking. You know, the crew was still alive. They'd be banging on the pipes. They'd be banging on the hull. And after a while, the banging just stopped.
Welding tools proved no match for the thick steel hulls. And 80 years later, the pain of a Hawaiian family's Pearl Harbor experience still lingers.
To know that so many sailors and Marines were below deck, just difficult.
But on this anniversary, Division Commander Mike Craig participates in memorial services aboard the decommissioned USS LST-325 in Evansville. And as he places a wreath in the Ohio River, the gift of his mother's stories fills him with one thought.
Pride. The pride of how heroic everyone was on that day. The way whether you were in the military or a civilian, how everybody pitched in and that sense of community.
Officials with the Big Sandy Heritage Museum in downtown Pikeville are hoping to educate younger generations about a local connection to Pearl Harbor. 3 men from Pike County were killed in the attack that led to the United States declaring war on Japan. Millard Burke Jr. and Harding Blackburn were on the USS Oklahoma, and Jack Buckley was on the USS Arizona, which was bombed and sunk. Family and one of the sailors recently donated several items to the museum from his connection to the historical event, including a telegram listing him as missing and his posthumous Purple Heart.
I hope that they take away that we have a history of local people that are interested in serving their country, and in particular, it's important for history, articles of history, to go back to the communities where it comes from. And the Buckley family donated this to our museum with that in mind, and we're very appreciative that they did that.
Pike County native Homer Robinson was also on the USS Oklahoma, but survived and went on to own a service station and work as a court bailiff before dying in 1998. One of 3 students receiving the $1,000 Ralph Gabbard Memorial Broadcast Scholarship is Quincy Calico, a senior at Corbin High School. Quincy found her love and passion for the arts, which led her to her extracurricular activities such as band and theater production. Now she is taking her experiences and everything she learned to college, and hopes to pursue a career in the arts by telling stories and changing people's lives.
Throughout my whole life, I've been really in the arts. I play the clarinet for my school's band, and I've gone to several honor bands and been able to really grow in that sort of environment, and that helped me move into visual arts. So I love painting and drawing.
Quincy says the scholarship helps her get another step closer to pursuing her dream. Monday night, the Kentucky School of Bluegrass and Traditional Music in Hyden unveiled the newly named Osborne Brothers Auditorium in honor of Bobby Osborne and the late Sonny Osborne of the legendary bluegrass duo, the Osborne Brothers. WYMT's Alyssa Williams spoke to some of the people behind the naming of the new auditorium.
The auditorium with no name.
This gym's been here many, many years, and it's never had an official name.
Is now named after one of the biggest bluegrass music duos in the world.
It's a tribute to them. You know, they gave to us, we're giving back to them.
On Monday night, the auditorium within the Kentucky School of Bluegrass and Traditional Music in Hyden was officially named the Osborne Brothers Auditorium in honor of Sonny and Bobby Osborne.
The Leslie County Fiscal Court, Hazard Community and Technical College, City of Hyden, all came together and named the room the Osborne Brothers Auditorium in recognition of a career, arguably the most famous brother act in bluegrass music history.
On the eve of his 90th birthday and just 2 months after the death of his brother Sonny, Bobby Osborne was presented a sign with the auditorium name, along with a key to the city of Hyden.
But I don't think it had really sunk in with him until we unveiled the sign and he looked at the Osborne Brothers Auditorium, the name, and what it meant to the community. I think he was very moved.
But of course, there was one special person missing from the ceremony.
His first comment was that he wished his brother could be here to enjoy it. And I'm sure somewhere he is.
Honoring the iconic bluegrass music duo in an auditorium that will inspire other bluegrass artists for many years to come. In Hyden, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Those involved with the naming of the auditorium say it was an honor to recognize the Osborne brothers, especially in time for Bobby's 90th birthday, which was yesterday. The God's Pantry Food Bank Stuff for Your Stockings Online silent auction is back. Filling food boxes requires generous donations, and right now, thanks to a variety of partners, you can bid on stocking stuffers for your family. From in-person experiences like near the court tickets for UK Hoops, the Kentucky Bourbon, your participation will help feed families in need during the holidays.
Getting the food that last mile into that community is really something that we spend a lot of time doing, and it is an expensive feat for sure.
There are a lot of great items to bid on for friends and family, but the auction is only until December 12th at 9 p.m. The city of Corbin is gearing up for the holiday season, and this year it's all about shopping local. This Saturday, you will have the opportunity to support local artists. From 2 to 4 p.m., Kentucky Creative will host local artists Jim Begley and Jay Spanky Bunch, where they will chat with customers and art puzzles will be available for purchase.
It's a great opportunity, one, to come in and check out the Kentucky Creative Art Gallery, two, to purchase locally produced items, and shop local for the Christmas season, and then three, to meet the artists behind the work that is beautifully displayed on these puzzles.
The event is free to attend, but of course you can purchase the art when you're there and given a special signed Christmas card from the artists.
6:42 here on this cold Wednesday morning, and it is cold. Temperatures at freezing or below across the northern half of the region, and basically all the way to the Kentucky, Virginia, Tennessee borders there when you get into the mid to upper 30s. Harlan at 35, Jacksboro at 39 this morning. Your out the door forecast, some snowflakes still flying. Just got some reports of some snowflakes over in the Hatfield area of Pike County and over in Johnson County near Paintsville. So thank you for sending those reports in. But later today, that's all going to be a thing of the past as temperatures climb into the upper 40s with some sunshine. Jess?
Thanks, Brandon. And thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:43. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. A new study shows a link between the COVID-19 pandemic and a certain eating disorder. Find out more when we return.